everybody. How's it going? Got another car video for you, so hope you all are enjoying the day. It's the 2nd of May, and summer is off to a decent start. We got some rain clouds coming on here up in the gorgeous high plains. Spring and summer early summer are great times up here because it's before it gets super hot. And we've had the rain and the thawing. The thawing in the Rockies fills up the river, and it's just green and lush. I'd love to show it to y'all, but I'm driving, so no go there. But I didn't come here to talk about the weather. I came here to talk about Avengers Endgame. And I know. You might have seen my video where I was talking about how I just didn't care about it. And I don't. I didn't. I saw it. I have an opinion about it. I was just ready to leave it sit. But I told my boys, the little Rhyses, I said to them, look, I don't want to see it. I know you guys have talked wanting to see it. How do you feel about wanting to see it? I'll take you if you want. And they're like, well, we're not so keen on it or whatever. They didn't seem very excited about it. That was last Tuesday. We were talking it over. And then on Friday, my oldest boy comes to me and he says, Dad, I want to see it. You said you'd take us if we wanted to see it, and I'd like to see it. Let's go on Tuesday when it's $5. And I said, okay, fine. So us and our buddy Barry piled into the car, went down to the theater, and laid $20 down, and we all saw it for $20. Which isn't too bad. And so the non-spoiler review of Avengers Endgame. It is... I didn't care for it. I didn't like it. Best way to explain why I didn't like it. So imagine your favorite band. They break up, right? And you get used to the idea there isn't going to be any more of that music. But whatever. You know what's coming. Nothing stays together forever. And then you hear through the grapevine, and then you see on the TV or the magazine or the internets or whatever it is that they're getting back together. Not only have they mended all their fences, but they've been working on a new record. It's going to be the best record ever. You're excited to get some new music from your favorite band ever. And it comes out. It turns out that it's a top 10. It's the best of album. It's all the stuff they've already done. And it's not even like, B-sides or deep cuts. It's just all the radio hits. And the only difference is that it's been remixed by some some college junior with auto-tune added to it. And that's it. It's run through Fuzzface or something like that. I mean, it sounds like what you know, but it's not what you know. And it's not as crisp or as sharp as what you know. There's also no surprises. That was Avengers Endgame. And so that's the spoiler-free part. That's what Rhys thinks. Save your friggin' money. Redbox it if you want. Pirate it. No, I wouldn't suggest anyone pirate it. I'm just mad. But that's the spoiler-free part of my review. We're going to get into talking about what I didn't like about it now here. So, I'm not going to get deep in the plot. There's other people that have already done that. The long and the short of it is that it's not the Avengers. Tony is in it. He's Tony Stark. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark is in the same role he's always been, but the problem with Tony is that he's been the villain of the Avengers since the Age of Ultron. He's done heroic things. Maybe his motives aren't bad entirely, or he doesn't think they're bad, but they really are. He's driven by his selfishness and his need for self-validation, rather than the heroic drive that drove him in his movies. In the Iron Man movies, he's really a hero, but after Avengers 2, he's not really a hero. He's just about enforcing his will, and he's really a villain. He's every bit as villainous as Thanos, because Tony wishes to enslave people for the greater good. Thanos wishes to kill them, and I don't personally believe that slavery is better than murder. So there's that. Thor isn't Thor at all. He's Jeff Lebowski. He's the dude from The Big Lebowski, except for one scene when he goes back and talks to his mom. It's a time travel piece. The whole plot it's Back to the Future. If Back to the Future starred Robert Downey Jr. and Jeff Bridges and Soy Milk Captain America. And I can't even come place at who the heck Chris Evans is playing in this movie, but it's not Cap. My suspicions of Cap's character from the trailer were 100% correct. Weak, soft, minded, selfish, venal, everything Captain America isn't. He's not heroic. He doesn't rise to the challenge. It's the least Captain America I have ever seen. Actually, let me back that up a second. If you've ever seen the 1990s Captain America, where Cap comes back from the past and he's on freezes and he's really disoriented and he constantly thinks he's being kidnapped, and so he's in cars and he pretends that he's sick I'm gonna puke, and then he just runs. He gets out of the car and just runs. Like that was as much Captain America as Chris Evans is in this picture. And at the end of the movie, he lifts up the hammer of Thor. He lifts up Mjolnir, which Thor has brought back from the past. It's a great moment, but this Cap doesn't earn it at all. He's not worthy. He's so bad. So bad. There's no forethought in Captain America. He's not a rational thinker. He's controlled by his emotions. And he does the least Captain America thing in the world and goes back in time at the end and marries Peggy, and they have this happily ever after story. Well, Peggy was already married. She already had kids in the 0th timeline. And the time travel mechanics are just terrible too. I don't want to get into that here. Number one rule of time travel, right? In any story, unless you're leaning on the predestination paradox, right? Which means that it can't have changed, but the entire plot development of stealing the Infinity Stones depends on the past being able to be changed, even if it can be changed right back, right? It still has to be changed. And the other thing, it depends on that. So then Cap going back, and it just drives me absolutely mad. Just maddening. Ugh. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. I mean, hell, Thor picks up Mjolnir. He shouldn't be worthy either. As wiped out he is. Anyway, sorry, I hated the movie. It's a rerun of your favorite scenes of the Avengers, and nothing substantive changes in them. There were groan-worthy moments where they're just pushing stuff. Cap leans over at one point and says, because he's in an elevator again, only it's in Stark Tower at this point instead of being there at the SHIELD base in DC from Winter Soldier. He's surrounded by the SHIELD agents who are actually Hydra agents, and he's trying to get the scepter away from them to get the Mind Stone out of it. And he goes over and he whispers, "Hail Hydra," to the dude, and he lets him walk off with the scepter. Now that's, oh my goodness, that's kind of funny. It's kind of clever because he knows the secret. And those of us who are big comic fans are like the one of the most cringe-worthy scenes in the history of Marvel Comics is Captain America coming out. He's always been a Hydra agent. A couple years ago in Nick Spencer's run, and but dude, the wound's still fresh. Marvel, I still have not. You have not written Captain America well in events anyway since Civil War in 2007. That's when Captain America stopped mattering to the Marvel editorial. And here you are trotting that out again here. And I mean, Ed Brubaker's run was awesome. Ed Brubaker's Bucky Cap was really good. Cap and Secret Avengers was really good. The editorial keeps jerking him around, man. It just breaks my friggin' heart. I'm actually angry at it. So the plot is they go back in time to try to steal the Infinity Stones before Thanos got them all. And first of all, it doesn't really super work because all kinds of people are picking up Infinity Stones, and they make a huge deal that Star-Lord could touch one because he was practically a god, right? Ronan could touch one because he was practically a god, right? They tear apart a person. And in the beginning, back up a little bit. First part of the movie, there's an absolutely contrived scene where Tony is on the edge of death. His ship's running out of power, and there's nothing to clean the air. It's not even his ship; it's Star-Lord's ship. Because all the Guardians are vaporized except for Rocket Raccoon, who's on Earth, and Nebula, who was with Tony on Titan. And they're running out of juice, and it's just all contrived, right? I mean, like, they just put that in there to try to pluck your heartstrings at the beginning. And it's just, anyway, I hated it. I'm going to be at Needle Movers tonight to talk about it more, so feel free to check that out. I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm not sure how long I've been recording, and I'm not going to edit it at all. So this video may be interesting to people, it may not. I don't know. I'm going to go out with a couple plugs. Like I said, I'm going to be at Needle Movers Society tonight, talking a spoilery review there with a bunch of guys, and I think I'm the only naysayer, so it's going to be fun. Should be at 4 p.m. local, that's Mountain Time, and 6 Eastern Time. I might be a little late because I'll be working and I'm getting ready to hit the road about that. Also tonight at 7 here Mountain Time, which is 9 on the East Coast, the Matriarchy's coming on. We're having Dan Sakaro and probably Matt Trin in hour 2 talking about the Mythoverse launch. And boy, that's exciting. I gotta say, little jealous. They're having such great results on their universe coming together, and so I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about our universe, Ideal Comics, just a little bit. IdealComics.net. We're going to be redoing the website. I know it's clunky, but it's got some in-universe stuff there on our alternate history of our shared characters. You can check out the short box, which has got little stories that are all set in our continuity. We've got character bios on a half dozen characters, and link over to Forces of Good and Evil, which is for 10 plus years has been our mainstay webcomic, which is a comedy teen drama, and check it out. Anyway, I'm going to put this up, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and find me on the interwebs, man.